Good morning. Welcome to the Virtual College Fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters. We'll first be hearing from St. Leo University.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I'm just going to share my screen with you all, so give me one moment. Awesome. So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for giving some time out of your morning to learn about all these great institutions on this presentation today. My name is Connor Schaefer, and I'm one of the assistant directors here at St. Leo University, located in Tampa Bay, Florida. Just to give you a little bit of background information real quick, St. Leo actually is currently ranked #4 in the South for best value this year, according to US News. And also Florida itself is actually #1 in the nation for higher education. So if anyone watching today is interested in coming to college in Florida, that's really awesome. So I just have a brief overview of St. Leo to go over with you guys today. So basically, St. Leo was founded in 1889, and we actually are the oldest Catholic institution in the state of Florida. We're actually the second largest Catholic institution in the nation based on our enrollment, serving about 20,000 students around the world. Now, on university campus, you are not going to find 20,000 students walking around campus. And the reasoning for that is because we have 3 different platforms to present our education to our students. So we have our university campus, where I'm currently representing in Tampa Bay, Florida. We have education centers throughout the country, and we also have an online program as well. So here on main campus, we have a little around 2,800 students this year. And at the bottom of your screen, you can see a little bit of our diverse student population. So we do represent over 100 countries here on main campus, 44 states, and we do have over 550 international students. So actually, just to step back, I actually did go to St. Leo from out of state, excuse me. And one of the cool things I found at St. Leo is you never know who you're going to be sitting next to in your classroom. You could be sitting next to someone from California, Ireland, Brazil, England. You just never know. So it's really cool to see who you might get to know and meet on campus. So applying to St. Leo, you can apply in 2 different ways. You can apply for free on our common application, or I'm sorry, on our website, but you can also apply in the common application as well. There is no application fee, so that's a really awesome thing. It's a really simple process as well. We do have over 50 academic programs on campus, including our honors program and some really awesome accelerated programs with our 3+1 accelerated programs, but also we do have a 3+3 pathway to law school, where we have a partnership with Florida State University in Tallahassee and Barry University in Miami law programs. St. Leo is test optional. We have been test optional, so if there are any freshmen, sophomore, juniors out there watching, do not worry, we will still be test optional when you apply in the future. We are also expanding our health and medical field majors. So we've always had our biology pre-med program, but last year we actually added our medical humanities major, and this year we added brand new our health education and health promotions major as well. So the medical fields are thriving here at St. Leo. Also, we're very excited. Last year, I always said as a student, it's not St. Leo if there's no new construction happening. So every year when I was a student, there was something new going up, and the trend continues. So last year we had opened our Benedict's Coffee House that serves Starbucks products, and we also are currently constructing a wellness center that will be completed this coming fall. If you're worried about going out of state to school, no worries. St. Leo is the safest campus in the state of Florida, and we're actually #7 in the nation for safest campus. Just to go over briefly campus life, I'm not going to go over all of these, but we do have daily mass for students that do want to embrace their faith a little bit more. If you are looking to be a student athlete at St. Leo, we are recognized Division II NCAA, a part of the Sunshine State Conference. We have over 70 different clubs and organizations between clubs and Greek life. We do a lot of fun off-campus trips to the Disney parks, Universal, professional teams in the area as well. We do also have 14 residential halls on campus, so there's a lot of different things that you can find if you have a certain style of living you're interested in. So a lot of fun activities occurring on campus. Also, last year we were recognized in a top 10 dorms in the nation article, and one of our lobbies actually has a fish tank made by the show Tanked on Animal Planet. So it's kind of a cool thing. We did have our own episode and everything. So it's just kind of cool to see a small university in Florida on Animal Planet. So we do have tours physically on campus for students that are looking to come down to campus, but we also are holding virtual daily presentations and our virtual open houses so far for this fall. So our next open house, just if anyone is interested, is actually coming up on November 7th, where you can have an opportunity to gain an additional micro scholarship by attending that event and applying to St. Leo. So you can register for that on our website or scanning the code in the top right corner of your screen. And we would love to see you attend, and students can earn an additional $1,000 this year in financial aid just by doing things like filing FAFSA, taking our placement exams, attending these events as well. So here I just wanted to include my contact information. I am definitely reachable. If I don't get back to you in 24/7 by email, please feel free to email our general admissions email, and someone is constantly looking at that email as well. Or you can call me at 352-588-8698. I would love to help you with anything. I always say I want to make it easier for you. Like I had such an easy experience for the admissions process, and I just want to make it easy and help you with anything I could possibly do. So thank you again, everyone, so much for just taking a little bit of time out of your morning, and it was great to talk to y'all.
Great. Thank you so much, Connor, for sharing more about St. Leo. Our next presentation will be Hampden-Sydney College.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. Let's see here. So my name is Connor Rund. I'm Associate Dean of Admissions at Hampden-Sydney. Essentially, we have almost 250 years worth of information to tell you today, and that cannot be accomplished in 6 minutes. So I encourage you to visit our website, hsc.edu, which will give you a great rundown of who we are and what we do. But a few quick facts: we're the 10th oldest school in the country, founded in 1775 with the mission statement to form good men and good citizens. And that remains our mission statement today. So everything that we do at Hampden-Sydney is with that intention and is very focused on developing our students. We're located in the heart of Virginia, really right smack in the middle of the state, which is a very advantageous location, and I'll talk about that today. But it's a very rigorous education. I mean, we believe that what you know is important. Definitely, rigorous academics and a vibrant academic program. But one of the things that we really lean into is who you know and our alumni network. So I want to introduce you to some of those guys today. Like this guy, Kirk Zambetti, who is Vice President of Yeti Coolers. He was a history major at Hampden-Sydney, one of those guys that might help you get a job one day. Or this guy, Ronald Johnson. He was at Under Armour, and then he was at Nike, and now he's at Converse, and he runs their global basketball operations. Or this guy, Rob Citrone. He is a billionaire with a B, and he had the opportunity to buy his favorite football team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. This guy, Lane Ford. He is creative director for Apple. He was an economics major at Hampden-Sydney. Warren Thompson. He runs Thompson Hospitality, which is the largest minority-owned food service provider in the country. Or even this guy, Jared Ficklin. He is a creative producer for the Golf Channel. Actually just had a big documentary about Tiger Woods that premiered a couple months ago. He was English major at Hampden-Sydney. So I say all that to say we have the #2 alumni network in the country. And it's the kind of place where everybody's with the intention of helping you get a job, reach your full potential. There's a long list here of companies where our guys land, and I think there are a number of reasons why our guys are so hireable. One of which is our Compass program, which will equip you with the experience and study abroad, internships, research, all these kind of things that really help make you a vibrant candidate outside of the classroom. Inside the classroom, our rhetoric program is something that we take a lot of pride in. So just the ability to communicate effectively through the written word and the spoken word, and also really the logic that goes into communication. Outside the classroom, athletics are a big part of who we are and what we do. We actually have the highest attendance in Division III football. So whether you're on the field or watching the games, really vibrant tailgate scene. And club sports are huge. Intramurals are big. So definitely a very athletic campus. But it goes beyond just sports. The outdoors, we have been ranked as one of the top schools for outdoorsmen. So a lot of our guys like to hunt, like to fish. We have over 1,300 acres. So a lot of opportunities to get outside and stay active. And I think one of the main advantages of Hampden-Sydney is the brotherhood. It's the kind of place where you're going to have the best friends you've ever had in your life, who are really just lifelong friends, both when you're on campus and in life thereafter. So whether it's, you're doing a service project with your freshman dorm or walking across the stage of your graduation, and in life thereafter, I mean, it's remarkable the type of friendships that are made at Hampden-Sydney. And of course, we're a men's college, but that certainly doesn't mean that that girls aren't part of the experience. Girls visit from far and wide. I actually met my wife at Hampden-Sydney, and she went to University of Georgia. So you literally meet girls from everywhere, and so it's a neat experience. I think the biggest part of that is we really pride ourselves on being gentlemen, and so that's certainly a sentiment that we like to uphold. But Hampden-Sydney, it's a really good balance of working hard, playing hard, and having a good time. So I encourage you to apply to Hampden-Sydney. I mean, we make it real streamlined. Common App, we have our own app. Visit campus. It's hard to really do it justice in 6 minutes on a PowerPoint. But come and see the historic campus that we have. We also have a video tour on YouTube that really will give you a lay of the land. So I encourage you to seek that out. And we'd love for you to join our brotherhood. So here's some contact information for our rep in Virginia. I'm the rep in Georgia. I actually live in Georgia. But here's our Virginia rep, one of our Virginia reps, I should say. Some contact information there. But really appreciate it, and look forward to working with you all this year.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing more about Hampden-Sydney College. We'll be hearing from our next school, the University of Missouri.
Hi everyone, good morning. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Jordan. I am with the University of Missouri, or what is most commonly referred to as Mizzou. That is our nickname. Here at the university, we do have a little over 30,000 students on campus. About 23,000 of those are going to be our undergraduate students, and the remainder are going to be our graduate or doctorate students. We are one of 6 universities to house a medical school, law school, and veterinary school all on one campus. So we do have a lot going on for those students as well. We do host Tigers from every county in Missouri, all 50 states in the US, and more than 120 countries. So we have students from all over the world choosing to join us here in Columbia, Missouri, or what we call COMO for short. If you know nothing about the state of Missouri, there are 2 largest cities are going to be St. Louis and Kansas City, which are on either side of the state. And Columbia is smack dab in the middle of the state, an hour and a half from both St. Louis and Kansas City on either side of us, and about 30 minutes from Jefferson City, which is our state capital. There are a little under 117,000 people that live in Columbia, so it is a good-sized college town. We're definitely not a city, but we're not small or rural either. We have a lot going on, a very lively scene in our downtown area, tons of festivals and restaurants, live music venues. If you're into the outdoors, we have 89 different parks in Columbia, so lots of hiking, biking, camping, swimming, anything you could imagine in the outdoor area as well. It is a really fun place to go to school, really fun, lively college town. And my favorite thing about downtown Columbia is the fact that it is right across the street from our campus. So you don't have to drive anywhere. Our campus, although large, is very self-contained, and the downtown area is just a step across the street, which our students love and helps really build that community here in Columbia. We do have over 300 academic programs, so a lot of different things for our students to choose to study from. Some of our larger programs on campus are going to be our College of Engineering, our School of Health Professions, our College of Business, and our School of Nursing, as well as our School of Journalism. We are home to the world's first and oldest School of Journalism, so if you're interested in that, Missouri is definitely the place you want to be. You do not have to know what you want to major in when you come to Mizzou. We do also have a Discover program for our undecided students, so that will give you the ability to take some classes and kind of figure out what it is you're interested in. You'll have an advisor that'll help point you in the direction of what it might be you want to major in. So there's a lot of options for you here at Missouri. Something you'll hear us talk about a lot is what we call the Missouri method. Essentially, that is learning by doing. We want our students to be out and active and having hands-on experiences in the field of their studies. So whether that's a practicum, a clinical rotation, an extracurricular activity, whatever that may be, we want you to be out there and being active. And so we want you to graduate with not only a degree from Mizzou, but also a professional working resume. And I think one of our best examples of that is going to be this news station you see here in the bottom right-hand corner. We are the only university to own and operate an NBC affiliate news station. That station is run completely by our students and faculty within our journalism school, and it runs 365 days a year. So it is a professional working NBC station that our students get to participate in as early as freshman year. We think our students are being very successful here at Mizzou. We did boast a 90% retention rate this year, which for a university of our size is really unheard of. So we're very excited about that. And we're at a 92.7% successful career outcomes rate, which is the amount of students graduating from Mizzou and obtaining a job or going into the military or graduate school within 6 months of graduation. So we're very excited about both of those numbers. Fun fact for you, we are home of the original homecoming. So we did invent homecoming way back in the day. So if you enjoy celebrating homecoming at your high school, you'll definitely enjoy celebrating it here at Mizzou. It is a month-long celebration for us. The whole month of October is homecoming month with tons of different events, largest collegiate blood drive, parades, all culminating in our homecoming football game. If you didn't know, we are in the SEC, which is one of the best, if not the best, college conference here. So we are very excited. We love our sports teams. We do have 20 different Division I sports here on campus, and that's definitely a big part of our identity and a big part of our school spirit here on campus. If you're looking to apply to Mizzou, we do have 2 different application processes. We are going test optional for this year, which I'll talk about in a little bit. We do have our traditional application process. We are on the Common App, or we have our university-specific application, so you can apply either one of those ways. If you're applying to us, we do require official high school transcripts sent from your high school, and if you're applying to us with test scores, we will need those test scores sent directly from College Board or ACT. If you're applying test optional, we will still need your application, your transcript sent from your high school, as well as a resume and a personal statement. So instead of that transcript there. We do have a lot of money to offer our students as well. So whether you're applying test optional or with a test, we have tons of automatic awards for you. And the last thing I want to leave you with is our residency program. We do allow out-of-state students to come to Mizzou, establish residency within the state of Missouri, become an in-state student after your freshman year, and pay in-state tuition for the remainder of your time here, which will save you about $17,000 a year. Like I said, my name is Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you for joining us. Go Tigers.
Great. Thank you so much, Jordan, for sharing about Mizzou. Our next presentation will be from Christopher, Newport University. And as they get set up, I just want to remind our participants, our attendees, please throw some questions in the Q&A. You can direct it to a specific school to follow up on more information about them, or you can ask a question for all of our representatives to weigh in on and share a little more. So Christopher Newport, take it away.
Awesome. Well, good morning. Thank you for having me. My name is Tyler Graham. I'm one of our admission officers at Christopher Newport. Now been there for 5 years and have really just fallen in love with the place. I really appreciate the type of community that we've built at Christopher Newport, and just seeing it grow over the last few years has been really special. We're located in Newport News, Virginia, which is right cuts back dab between Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and Richmond. We're just down the road from Williamsburg and Colonial Williamsburg, Busch Gardens, and there's so much to do in the area. And so our students really just enjoy the fact that they can come and go to the beach, go check out Colonial Williamsburg, and do all the different things that are available in our area, from concerts to food to to all the different things you can get into. And so, yeah, I think our students really appreciate that environment. And then, they also really appreciate the opportunity to be on a campus with 5,000 students. That's kind of a different number. We think it's kind of the perfect size where you have tons of opportunities as a student, but it's small enough where, you don't feel like just a number. You feel like you got a lot of personal attention, and I know our students appreciate that. Of our 5,000 students, only about 200 are graduate level students, and they're in our programs for teaching, financial analysis, as well as different areas in the sciences. And they're really just 5-year graduate level programs that are intended to just amplify certain degree tracks to help our students be really successful in their fields, raise their pay grades, things like that. And we're a young, vibrant university. We became a full-fledged university in 91. And then our current president came to Christopher Newport in 97, 98, and it has transformed since then. So we've put a whole lot of investment into the university in that time, about $1 billion or more in that time. And everything is kind of brand new, state of the art. And it's really special for our students to have these teaching and learning spaces for incredible learning and development. And we're also building, similar to our friends at St. Leo. Like every year it's something new. We're working on our new fine arts building right now, which will pair really well with our performing arts Ferguson Center, where we bring in about 70 performing acts each year that interact with our students. And it's a great space for our students to learn and grow in those areas. And then, we're also, just added to our library and our dining hall facilities. So it's really a special place, and I hope you'll come check it out. We are doing single family tours at this time, so if you'd like to come with just your family and walk around with one of our student ambassadors, you can do that, as well as doing on-campus interviews, which I'll touch more on in a little bit. Well, universities often have similar mix of maybe, different things that we might have. We believe our combination of size, location, culture, and opportunities really makes us something special. You'll get a lot of personal attention. Small class sizes are crucial to us in a tight-knit community that you might associate with a private university, but we are a public university, and you'll have the resources, opportunities, and the cost of the public institution at Christopher Newport. We have over 90 areas of study at CNU, and our top 5 are business, biology, communication, computer science, and psychology. And that is in no order except for popularity. All of our majors are really good across the board. As being such a young university, we've really been able to, invest across the board in all of our and go with those facilities as well. Encourage students to try different areas. You don't have to be locked into just one. We want our students to get a broad curriculum, and we don't make you pick a major right away. We emphasize the liberal arts and sciences, so just the math, science, history, English, foreign language over your first couple of years, and then help you to hone in with great advising on what major you really want to study. We want you to be able to think critically, communicate effectively, be versatile, be adaptable. So that in this world of ever-changing, nature, that you're able to be transitioned from jobs easily and show the skill sets that you've developed, and really be impressive when you get into those interviews for internship and job opportunities. We emphasize small class sizes. Like I said earlier, about 60% of our classes are 18 students, fewer. 99 seats are our biggest classrooms, so we don't even go that big. Usually 75 to 80 is our biggest class sizes. And, we really emphasize that. We want faculty to know your name. We want you to interact with your classmates and with your faculty, so that you have those interactions that push you to learn and push you to grow and help you get to that maximum potential. We have fantastic faculty. About 90% have a doctorate or the highest degree in their fields. We don't believe in teaching assistants. We don't have any of those on campus. You'll be taught by full-fledged faculty. Like I said, they'll know your name. They're very invested in your success. We recruit them to interact with students and to help you get where you want to go. We don't recruit them just to come do research and not pay attention to our students. We want them to invest in you. And so that's how we recruit them. And they have tons of connections to help you get out there, get internships, get jobs, do cool undergraduate research, activities, go get published potentially as an undergrad, go to conferences, do some amazing things. And so, yeah, they are really integral to our experience. And student involvement, we have tons of stuff for students to do on campus, over 200 plus clubs and organizations, which for a school of 5,000 is quite a lot. And then if you are really passionate about something and we don't have something that you're interested in for some reason, it's very easy to start a club. We love bringing cool and different things to campus, really embracing all different perspectives and different interests. We also have an amazing Division III athletics program. We compete for championships regionally and nationally at the Division III level every year. And so we really hope that you'll check that out. We encourage study abroad as well, and we really want you to help find your community at Christopher Newport. We were ranked number 16 in the country for happiest students last year. And at Christopher Newport, you'll be a captain for life. We really take care of our alumni. And the admission process, if you'd like to check that out, please check it out on our website. We're holistic. Look at anything you want to send us, and then interviewing, check that out as well. It's a great chance for us to get to know you much deeper than the application. So yeah, thank you. You'll check out Christopher Newport, and I look forward to answering your questions.
Thanks, Tyler, for sharing more about Christopher Newport University. Our next presentation will be University College, Dublin.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. My name is Kendall Hook. I am a representative for the University College, Dublin. I am located in Manhattan, but our university is in Dublin, Ireland. So you may have never considered going abroad for your degree, but I'm here to tell you that it is possible. Why might you consider Ireland? Why Dublin? Well, I'm also here to tell you that it is everything that you have probably heard it to be, from friends, family, movies, media. Ireland is an incredibly safe, friendly, and welcoming country. It's often ranked the world's most friendliest country, as well as the top 10 safest countries in the world, according to the Global Peace Index. It is a very small country, but although it is small, it is very globally connected and a multicultural society. So I think a good part of that is because Dublin is the European headquarter capital. So you will find Google and Facebook and LinkedIn and Airbnb. They all have their headquarters located in Dublin, bringing people from all over the world. Ireland is the only English-speaking country in the EU. So you will have the benefit of a cultural immersion without the language barrier. So you will see Gaelic, you will hear Gaelic, which is pretty cool, but all of your academics will be in English. It's an incredibly beautiful country. You can get to the countryside, to the beach, to the cities, all within hours of each other. Dublin itself was voted in the top 10 best student cities in the world. It has so much to do. Over half of Dublin's population is under the age of 34. So that is an incredibly youthful and vibrant community in Dublin. So there's always something happening for students. It is not overwhelming in size. They have really great public transportation. It's easy to get around. But most importantly, all the universities in Ireland are ranked in the top 1% to 2% of universities worldwide. So when you go to Ireland and come back with a degree, it's going to mean something here in the US. UCD, we are one of Ireland's oldest universities, founded in 1854. But as you can start to see in this background here and on the screen, we do have a more modern feeling campus. We are the largest and most international university in Ireland. We have about 30,000 students, 17,000 of which are undergrad. You know, we have a comprehensive range of degree programs, about 70 majors, or what we call courses, to choose from, A to Z, architecture to zoology. We have something that will strike your fancy and help you towards some of those post-graduation goals. We do have the largest urban campus in Europe, 350 acres just south of Dublin city center. It's only about a 20-minute bus ride into the action. But most importantly, we are ranked Ireland's #1 university according to US News, and we are in the top 200 universities in the world. So as you can see here, some of these photos, we do have a more modern campus, and we do have amenities that you're typically used to here in the US. So we have libraries on campus, libraries for specific academic disciplines. We have a world-class gym facility and sports complex on campus. We have services that look after all of our students' well-being, so whether that's mental health support services, career counseling, academic tutoring centers, writing centers, we have it all. We do have over 140 student clubs and organizations, so if you want to join up with students who love Harry Potter or drinking tea, or you want to try your hand at soccer for the year, we have different groups that really speak to everyone's interests, and you will find some of your closest friends in those groups. We have about 3,000 students that live on campus, soon to be 6,000 with our rapidly expanding residential communities. But I would say a big difference is that you would have your own bedroom on campus. So you have the privacy of your own room, and it feels more like an apartment on campus. So you share some common facilities like kitchen and dining and bathroom with maybe 3 to 4 other students, but you have your own single bedroom. Between the students that live on campus, they are primarily first-year students, about 50% Irish, 50% international. And I just lost my train of thought. But you'll be living with people from all over the world, and there's a really great mix of students on campus, and our international students are guaranteed housing on campus their first year. So as I mentioned, we are the largest and most international campus in Ireland, and that is 7,000 international students from 140 countries, which is pretty incredible. As a point of comparison, US universities typically have maybe 10% international students or fewer, so 7,000 is a lot. We also have 40% of our faculty coming from outside of Ireland as well. So I think that really speaks to UCD's priorities of bringing global perspectives and incorporating them onto campus and into the academics and the student life. So we have over 70 courses to choose from that range between 3 to 4 years. You can see here the general areas that they fall under. I would say that a primary difference is we don't have general education requirements at UCD, which is pretty common for European universities, meaning if you want to go into English Lit, you never have to take another math class again, or if you want to be an engineer, you never have to take another English writing class again. So that could be great for you. We have what's called direct entry, where you apply to a specific program and you start that right away. However, that can be a little bit scary. So we have here at the bottom what's called the Liberal Arts and Sciences program, which is very popular with our US students. And that allows you a year of flexibility to make up your mind and sample a couple of different classes in the areas you're interested in, and then ultimately make your decision at the end of your first year. And that program in particular does not add on any additional time to your degree. So you're still graduating in 4 years. So I would encourage you to apply via the Common App. We do focus on academics only. We are test flexible depending on the program. So please let me know if you have any specific questions related to how your testing situation may affect your application. You can apply to up to 4 programs. Our applications are open, so you can easily select us on the Common App and get your application in by July. We have
Kendall, we've reached our 6-minute mark.
All right, thank you guys.
Definitely glad you got that info up so students can screenshot that and get your information for us. All right, so our next presentation is going to be from East Tennessee State University.
Hey everyone, my name is Shadi Shibaki. I'm an admissions counselor at ETSU. Thank you for joining us today. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the 4 Ps of ETSU. This is kind of a concept we've created as counselors, and the 4 Ps are people, place, price, and program. So we'll go through this really quickly. So ETSU, we have nearly 15,000 students. We're a nice mid-sized school. We call ourselves a 15-minute campus because you can get to anywhere on campus within 15 minutes. And we are expanding. Our goal is to have a total of 18,000 students in a few years. So we're continuing to add to our campus and our resources. The average class size is about 23 students. So freshmen will have some larger lecture halls, but as you get closer to your core courses in whatever program you're in, your class size will decrease. The faculty to student ratio is 15:1, and we do provide free advisor access, professor access, and tutoring for all of the students on our campus. Our student body is very diverse due to the large amount of academic programs we offer. So we have students from 46 different states and 71 countries from across the world. So for our student experience, we have about 250 student organizations ranging from faith-based to community service, to Greek life, to student government. Pretty much if you have an interest, we have a club at ETSU that can help you socialize, network, and just gain a college experience when you're attending ETSU. We also have a really great intramural program, flag football, table tennis, rugby, basketball. Our president, Dr. Nolan, has participated in some of the 3-on-3 tournaments. So it's a great way to get to know some of the other students and just be active on campus. And like I said, we do have Greek life, including fraternities and sororities. So if you're interested in that, you can participate in one of those organizations. And we just built a brand new Fine and Performing Arts Center. So we're going to be bringing concerts and comedy shows and Broadway shows to our campus. All right, so we're a Division I school in the Southern Conference. We actually have 19 NCAA Division I athletic teams. We just added track and field and cross country. And if you want to learn more about being a potential recruit or getting access to contact information for our coaches, you can go to etsubucks.com. Also, all of our athletic events are free for students this year. Last year, our basketball team made the tournament, but obviously because of COVID, they canceled everything. So hopefully we can continue with the success this season. All right, so number 2, place. Johnson City, we're a smaller size town. We're at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. We're about 63,000 people who live in Johnson City, but we are expanding. We have a ton of music festivals, outdoor activities, hiking and biking trails on and in the surrounding, on campus and in the surrounding area. And the restaurants in downtown area has also exploded. So we're pretty close to Asheville, North Carolina, Boone, North Carolina. We're an hour and a half away from Knoxville. So we're centrally located among some other larger cities. So what is our campus like? As I mentioned earlier, we're a 15-minute campus. So it doesn't take long to get from one side to the other. We have 360 acres and we're a certified arboretum, so it's very pretty on campus with the different trees. And then we do have 5 miles of hiking and biking trails for those students who enjoy being active. So as I mentioned earlier, we just built a brand new Martin Center for the Arts. It's our new Performing Arts Center. We just renovated our Student Culp Center, which includes a dining hall and a lot of student resources and restaurants. And then our Sherrod Library and intramural fields have also received an upgrade. So we use this opportunity with COVID to do a lot of different upgrades on campus, and hopefully for all of you prospective students, you will be able to take advantage of all these new resources. So for living on campus, we have 5 different styles of residence halls, including traditional, suite, hotel, efficiency, and apartment. We are first come, first serve. We do not have restrictions on where freshmen can live on campus, and we do allow freshmen to bring their cars on campus. Right now, we're not requiring freshmen to live on campus, so it is an option that's best left for the student, and based on their personal preference. All right, so study abroad. We have partnerships with over 300 different universities worldwide. It's a great opportunity to explore the world, earn some meaningful credits in a different country, and acquire or develop a foreign language. So students who study abroad will pay the same tuition and housing rates. You have the option of doing a full semester either in the fall or spring, or doing a part-time semester in the summer. So we recommend students to take advantage of study abroad, either in their second semester freshman year or sophomore year, because as you get closer towards finishing your program, you're going to have very course-specific courses that may not be offered in the study abroad program. All right, and then price. So this is a slide that we have some slight edits. This out-of-state number, since I'm talking to Virginia students, seems kind of scary, but this has actually been dropped to $10,500. So you're within $1,000 of in-state tuition. And I will just go through this since I know we're about to be done real quickly. Last is programs. We have over 150 programs in 11 different colleges. We're most well known for our health sciences, our med school, pharmacy school.
Awesome.
And this is how to apply. We are test optional right now. So we just need your official high school transcript.
Thank you so much for sharing more about ETSU. We have reached the end of our formal presentations from each of these 6 outstanding schools. We do still have time for a few more minutes, so I really hope our attendees will think about any questions that they might have, something they want to double check on about each of the schools, or for one of our representatives, a specific question. It could even be a reminder on some contact info or about a program, for example. Just in our last few minutes to give our attendees a chance to think and make sure that they don't have any last Q&As to request, I would love to invite all of our panelists to turn their cameras back on and come back to a group. We'll answer one question together as a collective. Each of you will take a turn. We'll go in the same order that you presented, just to make that easy. As one university finishes, feel free to then, when you know you're next, just unmute and dive right in. So could each of you share something about a tradition, event, experience, something that is, really a little bit more of that insight into the student experience, and something that your community looks forward to, throughout each school year? How that works for you. Go ahead, Connor. Kick us off.
I got my phone first. Just with it being October and everything, I think a great example of the community and events that St. Leo likes to hold on a normal year, we actually have something called Haunted Marmion, which one of our first year areas actually, the whole building is decorated. The female side is friendly, and then it's like a haunted house, and the male side is supposed to be a scary haunted house, and the whole community, thousands of people come for trick-or-treating for little kids. So just kind of an example of the type of community and environment we have at St. Leo. So it's a cool event.
So one of my favorite traditions at Hampden-Sydney, it is regarding our rhetoric program. Every student has to take the rhetoric proficiency exam, which is essentially just a test just to show that you have mastered the art of rhetoric. And while the students are taking that test on campus, every alumni club around the country and around the world gets together for what's called the RPE Toast, which is just an opportunity for all the Hampden-Sydney guys to get together and raise a glass to the gentlemen who are currently taking the RPE. And so that's, one of many traditions on campus, but that's one of my favorite kind of lifelong traditions.
One of our favorite traditions here on campus is called our Tiger Walk. It starts when you're a freshman. The day before you start classes, all the freshmen line up on the quad, led by the band. They all run towards our big Jesse Hall on the quad, and we have an ice cream party with tiger striped ice cream, which is ice cream we make here on campus. It is vanilla ice cream with a Godiva chocolate ribbon, so it's delicious. And then at the end of your senior year before graduation, you line up on the other side, run away from campus, and we greet you with an adult beverage at that point.
Awesome. Well, one at Christopher Newport is called Light the Night. It's basically an event on the great lawn here behind me, where all of our students every single year come out, and they all have glow sticks that are color blue and listening to music, just hanging out. Great way to kick off the semester. And so every time the music drops, they all throw their glow sticks up in the air and catch them, and then just keep dancing. And it's a really good time for our students just to get the sense of community and be a part of something bigger than themselves and really start off the semester well.
Hi, yeah. So I think a common misconception is that we don't have sports on campus in Europe, and I can tell you that's not true. They look a little different. So we may have like hurling and camogie and rugby. But one of our favorite events is what's called the color match, which is actually a rowing competition with our rival down the street with Trinity College Dublin, and everyone gets together for that match on the river, and it's a really good time.
All right, yeah, so at ETSU, during the first 2 weeks of classes, we have Welcome Week, which welcomes students back to campus through a week-long series of events showcasing all of the different organizations, clubs, and activities to get involved in. And we also do a family weekend once a fall semester and once every spring semester to recognize parents and families for students who are a little homesick, and to just show appreciation to families who have an integral role in their student success.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for sharing those little extra tidbits of information. We hope that helps the attendees get even more of a feel and are excited to learn more about each of the schools following our presentations. So we've reached the end of our time together, and so we're very thankful that everyone was able to join us today. Thank you for being here, to our presenters for sharing about each of your institutions, and for our attendees for spending the time to learn about such great programs. When you all close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recordings, as well as all of our other session recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. Thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day.